subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Let's compare a current gen game to a cross gen game. We've had a lot of conversation in regard to what is a current generation game, and as you can see here, the background for these games are very comparable. Sometimes God of War beats it out. So, you know, take a look at this shit. I'm tired of this conversation though. Another thing too, with both of these games, you get the texture situation going on. The textures in Demon Souls is high. I will say that. It's very, very high. They got other little effects too, like parallax occlusion mapping. But then you look at this shit too. That's super, super detailed. And this is supposed to be a cross-generation game. I feel like people get caught up too damn much when it comes to the semantics of the things here too. You can see here that the environments are elegantly detailed here. It's a lot of detail in the environments, but they are two different environments. Basically, the color palette is the only thing that's kind of keeping them together, and as you can see, it will definitely change. But, you know, Demon Souls is actually a more realistic game anyway. But look at the environments. They have their own type of vibe and flavor and complexity. You know, obviously these plants and stuff like that move. You have the particles of the seeds, dandelion seeds and things of that nature. Kratos and Atreus is super detailed here as well. Particles in general with this Santa Monica's engine is serious in this game. But I mean, you can look at this shit. Also, we're going to talk about micro details as well, since we're looking at things in the macro. The polygons that make up the environment tend to be actually crafted, whereas in God of War, they tend to rely on texture quality, you know, high texture quality. Even looking at the groundwork here, the texture groundwork here as well. See, and this is what I was saying before, they rely on parallax occlusion mapping or actual polygons. And they have pretty decent details as well. So in this particular case, they rely on normal maps, in high resolution normal maps at that. Their environments are a lot bigger in God of War as well. We're going to take a look at some density as well going here. And you can see that you got the physics of the ragdolls, which there are ragdolls in God of War. They just disappear as quickly as you kill them. You got a lot of things going on here. It's a lot of density, a lot of rubble on the ground. I don't think that they have as many particles to speak of as well in Demon Souls, but it has, I would say, in a good amount of instances, a lot of macro detail or micro detail with the parallax occlusion mapping. Looking at the atmosphere too, I thought this was a pretty cool comparison. Where the color palette is pretty similar in these environments. I believe Helheim is the one I was going to look at as well. But you have this. This was a really cool level to actually explore. And I like my games running at 30 frames a second if you didn't know or couldn't tell. So that's my jam there. That's my jizzams. But excellent artwork in terms of both of these games. Excellent games in general. One of these days I'm going to compare the combat. I honestly feel like God of War kind of takes the cake with combat. I mean, they have their own different vibes, but we'll see. Hope you liked the video.